friends! So today we're going to be playing a little game. Now, this may be a bookish game, but it is in no way a TBR type game. So I'm not going to pull up a random bingo board with a list of tropes or any kind of other descriptors listing off what kind of books you should get or read or something or other. So this is called Guess the Blind Date with a Book. Now, a quick refresher on what a blind date with a book is. It is a little book. Well, I wouldn't say little. The size of the book depends on what genre you get it in or anything else. So a blind date with a book comes wrapped up. The book comes wrapped up in any kind of wrapping paper that the person you bought it from desires. And each time it comes with folds that they can put little goodies in. It ranges from highlighters and sticky notes to tea bags, cider bags, or like the instant apple cider stuff. It can come with little snacks like Smarties or any kind of little treats that it comes with that you can eat while you're reading. They can also come with a variety of other writing utensils, so it's not just a highlighter. You can get a pen that you can write with in your writing journal, and all kinds of other stuff that you can do while you're reading this book. There are quite a few TikTok shops that do this. They run their business based off of blind dates with a book. And from their shops, you can pick out the type of genre you want, whether or not they're sold out of that particular genre. It ranges from anywhere from dark fantasy to dark romance to sci-fi to romantasy, fantasy romance, etc., etc. You can just select your genre and they'll send the book to you. Now, for those who don't know, I am not in a town that has any major book retailers. I don't have a Barnes & Noble nearby. I don't have any specific bookstores, indie or otherwise, that are in my area. But we do have some retailers that do sell books on the side as well as their regular merchandise. Now, the retailer that I got this from, their business is called Boyd's Mercantile. Boyd's Mercantile actually has a variety of things. They vary from snacks like candies, they've got keychains, they've got 3D printed keychains, and they have a specific vendor for each of their items. They also have a little section that has a bunch of soaps, chapsticks, everything in between. Boyd's Mercantile also has a separate person that they hire to organize their book section. And their bookish section ranges from dark romance to dark fantasy to the classics. And if you've seen my short that I posted recently, I either posted on TikTok or just on YouTube Shorts, I recently celebrated my birthday, and the day before I got a whole bunch of different books. I even got, shortly after that, I also got The Hunchback of Notre Dame by Victor Hugo. They also carried a lot of widely popular series, like I've noticed Quicksilver making the rounds, which I also did get, but I've also noticed ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses, for those who don't know. I have read that entire series. They've got that entire series on their shelves, and they also have some bits and pieces of Throne of Glass. They also have the Crescent City trilogy by Sarah J. Maas also on their shelves. However, I've already read all 3 of those series, so unfortunately I couldn't get those books because I already have the books in physical copy. Anyway, back to blind dates with a book. The blind dates with a book are they're that. So if you've ever gone on a blind date, it's pretty much the same thing, just with a book. Now, a couple quick disclaimers about this game. The first thing you need to know is that I will not be opening these books in this video, which means There isn't exactly a time limit. I'm not going to be opening these up this month, but I am going to be opening these up at the end of the year. So the time limit is until, I'm going to say, November, mid-November. I will give exact dates as it gets closer to the actual date. This is because I already have a bunch of books on my TBR and that I'm currently reading, and I like to take my time with this. So around mid-November, I will do another video where I open up these blind dates. The second disclaimer is that I will only be giving you 3 clues per blind date with a book. You are more than welcome to guess based off of the goodies that are in the front folds. However, the official clues will only be 3. And now let's get on to the clues. The first clue that I'm going to be giving you is the size, meaning the height of the book, how tall or short it actually is. The second clue that I will be giving you is the length or thickness of the book, and I will be using my index finger as a reference because I cannot find anything else that would properly show how thick it actually is. The third and major clue for the blind dates with a book is the description on the back. So I have 3 blind dates with the book, so you will be getting a total of 9 official clues. You are more than welcome to guess based off of the goodies and maybe the wrapping paper if it has anything to do with it. You are more than welcome to guess based off of those clues, but those are the 3 official ones that I will be giving you today. And here is book number 1. So it's got something in here. It's got like a little thing that you can put in your drink, like kind of those little like packets in there. True Lemon Lemonade. So this is the front cover. It's got a cute little stamp on there. It's tearing apart just a little bit because it got a little roughed up and the tape right here is coming off, but there's that. And this is the thickness of the book. So there's my index finger. I can probably fit. Yep, it's about 2 fingers long or thick. So it's not a very big book, but oops, dropped the lemonade thing. But the description on the back, so the third clue is it's a dark fantasy with horror elements, magical elements, and it's got world crossovers. So for those, I might have to mirror this because, but yes, it says dark fantasy with horror elements, magical elements, and world crossovers. So I always joked about what if these blind dates with a book are ones that I already have. However, I think the only dark fantasy book that I have is the Saviors series by Jenna Moresi. I think that's about the only dark fantasy series. So I doubt this is going to be any of the books that I already have. Another official clue is that it feels like a paperback in here. So as I'm moving it around, and jostling it, it feels floppy, which means paperback. So I have a paperback copy of something that's in here. Hopefully it's not one that I already own. Book number 2 is right here. It's got loads of other goodies compared to the first book. It's got a sticker of a girl reading right here, so I can stick that on my bullet journal. I've got another sticker right here of some flowers, some apple cider, pen, and sticky notes and stuff. So it is actually a little bit shorter than the last book. And it is exactly about 2 fingers length. So it's a lot. I think it's a little bit shorter than the last book, and once again it feels like a paperback because it's flopping around. I can move it, and so it doesn't feel very hard. But the third clue is very long. So it is a dark romantasy of myth. Fans of Greek mythology, fantasy, reimaginings, or retellings will love this. It's got extreme enemies to lovers, a morally gray alpha, which I'm not too sure about, because if anyone knows me in my personal life, they will know that I am not too big of a fan of the Omegaverse or any alpha related things, so I'm just gonna give this a try simply because of the other description. It's got role reversal, and if you guys have loved Zodiac Academy, When the Moon Hatched, or Quicksilver, which is why I got Quicksilver so I could try that out before reading this. So if you are a fan of Zodiac Academy, When the Moon Hatched, or Quicksilver, then you will love this one. I'm not sure how to feel about that. But I think the only thing holding me back is the morally gray alpha type thing, because not a whole lot of the alpha stuff that I've seen going around have been very healthy per se. But I understand a lot of authors are trying to subvert tropes and flip them on their heads and such, so I will give this a chance specifically because of that. That, and I am a fan of Greek mythology, so this is going to be exciting to say the least. I can get past the whole alpha bit because of the Greek mythology, I will say that. And here is the third book. It is a big one. So I've got lots of different stickers here, different bookmarks. I've got a highlighter there. I don't like to annotate books, especially when it's fiction. Non-fiction, like the self-help books and whatnot, that I can deal with because those are meant for me to take notes. But with fiction, I can't. I just can't. I'll put sticky notes in there, but that is the most I will do. I will never ever doodle inside a fictional book or write in the margins about how I felt. That is it. I will only put sticky notes about how I felt, just like a brief, like, 1-sentence thing. That is the most I will do when it's fiction. Non-fiction, I'll sticky note, highlight, do whatever. But fiction, I can't. I can't bring myself to do it, and I always cringe when I see other people doing it, but I'm not about to tell them how to read. So yeah, this is the front cover. I got a little snack here, some tea, some chai tea it looks like. Yeah, some chai tea. I've got bookish stuff here. There's even these little like wax stamps here, like seals, but overall it is a thick one. It feels hardcover, so it's nice and hard. Like, I can't move it at all, so it is thick. And I think I can fit like 4 fingers across. So it is about 4 fingers thick or long, however long you want, so you can guess based off of that. This one has a little bit less long of a description, but it is a romantasy / historical romance duet. It is a book talk sensation, a tale of love and the pursuit of power. It is a slow burn with, I want to say it says lovely banter. So it's like right here. I'm not sure what it says. I'm just gonna assume it says lovely banter, which we all love very good banter in books. It is magic. It's got magic and gothic themes. A Slytherin romance with political intrigue. So, this is going to be a good book. I'm going to laugh if it's one that I already have. So, but I don't think I have a historical romance duet that doubles as a romantasy. I don't think I have any historical fantasy books in my collection. The person at the front counter did give me a business card to whoever does their bookish collection. So whoever wraps their blind dates with a book, I can just contact her on Facebook and say, hey, I opened up this blind date with a book, but I already have it. Can I exchange it? So at least they're giving me a way out if I do end up already having these books. And there's a little bit of an update. So I told you guys mid-November for the deadline. I just looked at my calendar behind the scenes, and it would actually have to be the 1st of December. So I will give you guys until the 1st of December to officially make your guesses. You can comment however many times you want, and with however many books you want. You can provide a list for one book, you can provide a list for all 3, you can guess one per book, or you can guess one for just one book. So if you want to guess if you want to only guess what the really thick one was, the 3rd book, if you only want to guess what that one is, you are more than welcome to. And because I am only opening these until December, I will not be able to provide you with any additional hints. So please do not beg me in the comments for any additional hints. Do not beg me in the comments to open them way earlier than I intend to. I would like to keep up with my reading TBR, with my currently reading list, or I would like to get caught up with my currently reading list and then get caught up with my TBR, since I've had things be wildly derailed. And obviously I will be putting all of these rules and the disclaimers and such and the descriptions of each book in the description below. But that is the Guess the Blind Date with a Book game. Let me know if you guys have any other questions or concerns, or if you just need a little bit more clarification on certain items. I am really looking forward to hosting this game with you guys. I haven't hosted a bookish game at all. I do plan on doing one next year that lasts the entire year. So, but that kind of game will come at a later date. So, but I'm really excited to have this kind of game with you guys because I have never hosted something like this before. So I'm really excited to host my first guessing game. So I hope to see you guys from this video. I hope to see you guys at the end of the year at December 1st or around then, whichever Wednesday there is around December 1st. So I will see you guys then.